Think about Cameroon. For years, the land has been in deception. For years, them that dwell in the land have been in deception. And God by love, He's standing one day to the closure of 2024, and He said, no more deception over the land. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. There is a way. Listen. There is a way. Through 2024, the whole land and them that dwell in the land, they were all in that way. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, the whole land of Cameroon, they were in that way. Look at that. It is beautiful. Look at that. Through 2025, they were all in that way. All in that way. All in that way. There's a way. There's a way. There's a way. There's a way. That seems white to the land of Cameroon. There's a way. There's a way. There's a way. There's a way. That seems white to the people in the land of Cameroon. All the land enjoy and celebrate that way. There's a way. There's a way. There's a way that seems white to the eyes of them all in Cameroon. Through 2025, it seemed white. And some are still thinking it's still going to seem white for 2025. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. I say, but the end of that way, the end of that way, the way that the land have chosen for years and decades, the years that them that dwell in the land have chosen for years and decades. But the end of that way is death, deception, calamity, deception, death. There's a way that seems white unto the eyes of the land of Cameroon and the people. The way seems white unto them all. But as I'm talking right now, this December 30, look at that, look at that, look at that. You are deceived. You are deceived. You are deceived. You are deceived. And death is looming to swallow the land up. And death is looming to swallow also the people in the land, because they have all gone that way. The way of deception, the way of death, the way of deception, the way of death. Why? Because of ignorance. Think about Saul, king of Israel, the first king. The army of the Philistines gathered themselves around to attack Israel. And when Saul saw the army of Israel, he was afraid. Don't be afraid. One day we close 2024. One day we close 2024. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. 2025 is right there ahead of us. Don't be afraid. God with us in Cameroon is the way of no more deception. God with us in Cameroon is the way of no more deception for the land and the people in the land. And Saul, king of Israel, was afraid. Then, because he was afraid, he called one of his servants. Come, 1 Samuel chapter 28, verse 7. One day, and we close 2024. One day, God with us in Cameroon to show Cameroon the way, to show Cameroon the path. And Saul called his servant, come, find me a woman who is a diviner, a witch. Find me a woman who is a diviner, because he was afraid. He chose that way. And the whole land of Cameroon, 2024 and decade, they have been that way. 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 And God with us in Cameroon, today is the day for you to say, I want to choose another way. Jesus Christ, God with us in Cameroon for the way of life. Not just the way of life, but the way of abundant life. Saul, Saul, choose the way of death. Find me a woman who is a witch. So for you over there, this Monday, December 30, 2024, as you prepare to launch into 2025, make up your mind. Make up your mind. That diviner, that witch, that diviner will surely lead you to the way of death. Death is waiting for you. Death is looming around if you continue the way of diviner. Death is looking for you. Death is looming around if you continue the way of that witch. And one of the servants stood up and said, no problem. There is one in a city called ENDOR. The way of ENDOR. The way of ENDOR. The whole land of Cameroon have gone to ENDOR. And them that dwell in the land, they have gone all to ENDOR. There is a diviner over there at ENDOR in Cameroon. There is a woman who is a witch, a diviner, over there in the land of Cameroon. And the whole land have gone that way. And they have gone that way. And they have gone that way. Ezekiel chapter 18 verse 20. Ezekiel chapter 18 verse 20. And the Lord said this Monday, December 30, 2024. One day to the closure of this year. Look at that. 2025 is right there, right there, right there, right there. I say, the soul that sinneth. Listen very well. The soul, whosoever you are, the soul that sinneth must die, must die, must die. And Saul went ahead over there at the feet of that witch, that diviner at ENDOR. That was the end. His sentence of death was pronounced, and he died in the battle. Him and his sons, they perished. There is a way. There is a way. The way of ENDOR. Over there in Cameroon, the way of death. The way of death. And Saul went that way. Make up your mind. If you continue that way, you will surely die. If you continue that way, death is looming around. If you continue that way, the way of ENDOR, and he perished, and he perished. There is a way that seemeth right to the eyes of man. Is it wrong? Is it wrong? She can tell me the future. Is it wrong? Is it wrong? She can tell me why I have trouble, why I have problem. Is it wrong? Everybody go there. Look, everybody go there and they have result. You will surely perish. 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 For any soul that sinneth must die. Must die. Must die. And the wage of sin is death. Saul died because of that. He went at the feet of that woman who is a witch and diviner, and he perished. 2025 is the year for you over there in Cameroon to say, no more the way of ENDOR. No more that woman, that woman, that woman, that woman, that woman who is a diviner, a witch. That woman